afternoon, and thank you for waiting and for being here this afternoon at the University of California, Irvine's Institute for Telecommunications and Information Technology, also known as Cal IT2. On behalf of Chancellor Michael Drake and Provost Howard Gilman, I welcome you to our campus. Provost Gilman expects to join us later this afternoon. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Wendell Brazzi. I'm the Administrative Vice Chancellor here at the campus. I'm also the chair of the Climate Solutions Steering Group for the University of California. I'm personally very excited about the prospect of having a Solar Decathlon here again in 2015. I told the mayor I'd spent a total of 17 hours actually at the Solar Decathlon just last year, and I think that, again, this will be a stellar venue, even better the second time to have it here in Irvine. Before I introduce our guest of honor, I'd like to take this opportunity to introduce a number of individuals who are here with us today. And I'd like you to please raise your hand when I say your name so everybody can put a name with a face. Let me begin by introducing my colleague, Gregory Leet, Vice Chancellor for University Advancement. Where is Greg? I'll just keep reading the list. Gregory Washington, Dean of the Henry Samueli School of Engineering and UC Irvine's leader for Team Orange. Professor G.P. Lee, Director of Cal IT2. I see the Provost has joined us, Provost Howard Gilman. Professor Scott Samuelson, Director of the National Fuel Cell Research Center. Also with us today are senior representatives from our partner organizations in Team Orange. Glenn Roquemore, President of Irvine Valley College. Leanna Zhao, Dean of Mathematics, Sciences, and Engineering at Irvine Valley College. Blake Stevens, the Chair of Architecture at Saddleback College. And Fred Smaller, Associate Professor of Political Science at Chapman University. I'd also like to take a moment to acknowledge some of Orange County's elected leaders. With us today from the city of Irvine is Mayor Stephen Choi, who will say a few words. He'll say a few words later in the program. We have also representatives from the offices of State Senator Mimi Walters, Assembly Member Alan Mansour, Assembly Member Diane Harkey, and Assembly Member Don Wagner. Also, here from the Orange County Great Park Corporation are CEO Mike Elzey and Deputy CEO Cliff Wallace. At this time, I'd like to introduce our guest of honor, Daniel Poneman, the Deputy Secretary of Energy. He joins us today to acknowledge the teams that have been chosen to compete in the 2015 Solar Decathlon. Second in command to Energy Secretary Ernest Moniz, Dr. Poneman is widely published as a legal scholar who represents our national interests with a focus on nuclear security issues as well as the challenges of climate change. Under the leadership of former Secretary Stephen Chu, Dr. Poneman also served as Chief Operating Officer of the DOE. He joined the Department of Energy in 1989 as a White House Fellow, and the next year he joined the National Security Council staff as Director of Defense Policy and Arms Control. From 1993 through 96, Mr. Poneman served as a Special Assistant to the President and Senior Director for Non-Proliferation and Export Control at the National Security Council. After leaving the White House, Dr. Poneman served as a member of the Commission to assess the organization of the federal government to combat the proliferation of weapons of mass destruction. A native of Toledo, Ohio, he earned his BA and law degree at Harvard University and a Master of Letters degree in politics from Oxford University. Now, lest you think that someone with such a distinguished career is all work and no play, let me assure you that while Mr. Poneman is a recognized player on the world stage, he also plays on another entirely different kind of stage. He's a drummer and guitarist for the Coalition of the Willing, a band whose members have almost all held senior government positions, and he plays in two other bands as well, Yellow Cake and Beats Working. One of his bandmates is Jeff Skunk Baxter, former guitarist for Steely Dan and the Doobie Brothers. With this, I'd like to welcome him to the podium. And we have a special gift for you. This is a guitar pick here.
I can see that, yeah.
An Anteater guitar pick made right here in our Rapid Tech Center less than 24 hours ago.
That is awesome. Thank you. Thank you. Well, went a little off script there, I think. Go Anteaters! This is a great day. I am delighted to be back at UC Irvine. I was here just a year ago because since we've gone off script, one of my college roommates lives around the corner. I know the jogging paths around here. You are so lucky to be living and working in a place. How about a hand for your great leadership here? I want to particularly acknowledge not only your academic leadership here and your dean, fellow Buckeye, Dean Greg Washington, and Mayor Steve Choi. There's another small world connection. Another roommate was the head of the Peace Corps, and I think you had a connection to the Peace Corps in the other direction many years ago when you were teaching people Korean, I presume. And so to you, I would say, 감사합니다. Yeah, sure, why not? So it's not that it's not really fun moving papers from my inbox to my outbox, but this is where it's really fun for someone like me, because this is where the real work is happening. And when I say real work, I mean thinking hard. One of my old bosses defined professional satisfaction is working hard on difficult problems that matter. And I ask you, look around at the world as we live. Think of the challenges that we face. Think of, you have a beautiful sunny day, but I know you have drought. Where I'm from, they're piled under 11 inches of snow. We've had the most severe weather that we've had in many, many years. Climate change is a fact. The science is settled. I'm not a scientist, but my boss is, and he tells me so, and I'm sure he's right. But as the president said in the State of the Union, no matter what you think about that, no one can argue with the raging storms and powerful floods that are affecting our planet increasingly. We went through a searing experience not so long ago in terms of Hurricane Sandy, but that's one of many, many virulent storms that have afflicted us. And we've got to get ahead of the curve of the dramatic impacts that these devastating effects can have on us. That's where you come in. We need you. It's about innovation. As the president said, we need to out-educate, out-innovate, out-build the world. Sometimes we have to defend why this is important. Well, you know, this country or that country, they're already ahead of us. And your point is, do Americans give up? Do we shrink from a challenge? After Sputnik, did we say, guess the space race isn't for us? That's not the America I read about. That's not the America I grew up in. And it's young people who do it. I still remember, I love history, and living in Washington, I would always take my kids on the weekend to the Smithsonian. And so you see these little film loops over and over again. I think it was May 1961. President Kennedy said, "We choose to go to the moon not because it's easy, but because it is hard, because that is the measure of our mettle. Can we rise to that kind of a challenge?" And he pledged there and then, I am getting a shiver again just remembering, to put a man on the moon within the decade and see him safely home to Earth. And I remember watching live TV, our fellow Buckeye from Wapakoneta, Neil Armstrong, July 1969. A widely misquoted statement, "That's one small step for a man, one giant leap for mankind." Now, what you may not remember, maybe you didn't even know it, all those people with those funny little headphones back in Mission Control, average age, 26. Okay? 1905, Einstein writes 3 papers. What is this thing called? Oh yes, the theory of relativity. Oh right. That wasn't the one that got the Nobel. He got the Nobel for the photon effect in 1921. And how old was Einstein when he wrote those 3 papers? 26. No pressure, kids. So very consciously modeled on President Kennedy's moonshot, Secretary Stephen Chu challenged America to a sunshot to make solar energy commercially viable and competitive at grid parity, to use the vernacular, within a decade. And that's where you could come in. We've had about a half dozen of these solar decathlons. We've gone international. We got one in Europe, we got one in China. I got to give out the award a couple years ago to the winning team. You know, we had this out on the mall. We're ever so grateful to your leaders, your academic leaders, and your municipal leaders for making Orange County the host, yet again, of the Solar Decathlon. So thank you. And everyone likes a contest. It's great, you know, we had the contest to be the first to the South Pole, and so there's many. It's a very powerful animating force. The thrill to victory, you know, the X Prize. But it's way more than that. There are actual technologies in terms of energy management in the home that began as jerry-built innovations from Solar Decathlon's past that are now commercially available. Competitors who've been through Solar Decathlons in years past are working at Oak Ridge National Lab and Pacific Northwest National Lab and great companies across the United States. The houses that they've built have gotten used. The one that particularly got to me was one of the houses that was not only a Solar Decathlon competitor, but also American with Disability Act compliant, being made available to some of our wounded warriors from Afghanistan. And there's nothing that I think any of us here wouldn't do for those heroic representatives of our nation who defend freedom in some of the most challenging and dangerous circumstances imaginable. So it's just in every dimension for me a pleasure and a privilege to be here with you and have the opportunity to, and I think I will get to the business now, announce who the participants are going to be in the next Solar Decathlon for 2015. Yes, I need I wish I played the drums, but and so I am going to name the teams who are going to be participating, and I think you will be impressed by the breadth and the quality, but I shouldn't lead the witness. So I will begin now with your permission. Yes. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. California Polytechnic State University, San Luis Obispo, California. California State University, Sacramento. Clemson University, Crowder College and Drury University, Lansing Community College, and Kendall College of Art and Design of Ferris State University. I was just with the mayor of Grand Rapids a little earlier today. Missouri University of Science and Technology, New York City College of Technology, Oregon Institute of Technology, Portland State University, Stanford University, State University of New York College of Technology at Alfred, Stevens Institute of Technology, University of Florida at Gainesville, National University of Singapore, Santa Fe College, the University of Texas at Austin, and Technische Universität München, University at Buffalo, the State University of New York at Albany, University of California at Davis, Vanderbilt University, Middle Tennessee State University, West Virginia University, University of Roma Ter Vergata, Western New England University, Universidad Tecnológica de Panamá, Universidad Tecnológica Centroamericana, Yale University, and last, and certainly not least, a team made up of 4 local schools that may sound a little familiar. The University of California, Irvine. Saddleback College. Chapman University. And Irvine Valley College. So last year was the first year we brought the Solar Decathlon to Irvine. It was a great success. 2,000 college students from 20 teams gained valuable training and hands-on experience while participating in this 2-year project. 64,000 visitors attended the Solar Decathlon and took tours of the homes. Listen to this, 2.02 billion media impressions helped spread knowledge of solar power and energy efficiency. And I am pleased to announce, together with the City of Irvine and the Honorable Mayor, Stephen Choi, that the Solar Decathlon 2015 will return to Orange County Great Park. Please join me, Mayor. I very much look forward to seeing the outcome of this tremendous exercise and enterprise and the impact that each and every one of you will have as we work together to build a clean energy future. The President is counting on each and every one of you. I want to thank all of you, each student, every member of the faculty, every member of the great civic community here for the incredible effort that you have made in the past. We owe so much to you, and we're so grateful. I will close with words from my boss, President Barack Obama, when he said that when our children's children look us in the eye and ask if we did all we could to leave them a safer, more stable world with new sources of energy, I want us to be able to say, yes, we did. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Deputy Secretary Poneman. This is not only the perfect day to announce the 20 teams, but also the perfect site, the University of California, Irvine. Which has now built the Team Orange. Chapman University, IBC, and the Saddleback College. Congratulations. I want to welcome Deputy Secretary Poneman to beautiful city of Irvine. You are very well protected. We are the safest city in America. We are the best run city in America. And also we are the innovation city, and we will go after the most necessary solar energy power that we can utilize in our daily life. So with that, I assume that our Solar Decathlon sponsor Department of Energy Deputy Secretary Poneman's house is all solar powered, right? How about Mr. Richard King? Already. I would like to personally congratulate the home team that has been selected, Team Orange, which is, again, UC Irvine, Chapman University, Irvine Valley College, and the Saddleback College. I know that the competition will be outstanding. I know that all the teams will have a home court advantage because Solar Decathlon 2015 will be returning to the city of Irvine. 2 days ago on Tuesday, entire city council, very unusually, we adopted that our decision 5-0 to welcome Solar Decathlon 2015 to the city of Irvine. It's a very rare thing all the time, so we don't get to agree on 5-0. If you were one of the 64,000 people who attended the Solar Decathlon this past October, you know that this international event is both wonderful and a wonder to behold. So to those superstar students who are here today and will be competing in 2015, and to all 20 teams who begin their work in earnest today, as the host city and the mayor of the host city, I want to wish them, I want to wish you all the best of luck. And I know that your training and your youthful enthusiasm, as you heard, and your unique vision will make Solar Decathlon 2015 yet another success. I can definitely predict these spectators, the visitors will way surpass 100,000 people, since last year was our beginning with a lot of wind challenges. We were successful to attract 64,000 people. Thank you, U.S. Department of Energy, for your stewardship and then also wise selection of City of Irvine, and then also including this wonderful team of Team Orange, and hosting this wonderful event today for UCI. I appreciate it. And to everybody who are here, as distinguished guests and the students, best of luck. And we look forward to a wonderful event 2015 for the successful Solar Decathlon. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor, and I would be remiss if I did not include in the many thanks that we offer. I believe that your Solar Decathlon Director, Richard King, is here, so please take a bow. And you heard it from the mayor, and it's just a great day, and congratulations to one and all.
Okay, now the hard work begins. Students, I know you're ready for this, but now our work on the Solar Decathlon will begin. We will start to build our homes. And before we get to that note, though, I do want to thank some people who made this possible. Richard, we want to thank you for your support and thank you for working with us in 2013. It is greatly appreciated. That formed the nucleus of getting our kids enthusiastically engaged and involved with the competition for 2015. And so we want to thank you all for that. Thank you. There was a group of faculty and administrators who, as soon as that competition was over, rallied together to start to pull together a team in Orange County. And that's no small feat for all of us to come together and for us to come together with such strength as shown by the students we have here. And so with all the members of that group, who you also helped with the proposal, will all the members of that group either please stand up or raise your hands and be recognized. You have them over there. And then finally, these efforts don't happen unless you have a couple of people who really dedicate a good percentage of their time towards making it happen. And I'm looking around now, and I see her over there with her youngster. Miss Layla Riley put a lot of time and effort. She even brought in her husband to help with the design. And so on that note, can I bring everyone up from Team Orange, and let's give a final rally cheer and close this out in fashion that we know we can. Come on up, students. Come on up. Come on.
We're not joining them.
So we're going to do our cheer on with a loud and where's Peter? Come on, Peter.
Richard,
Richard,
come here.
no, Richard,
Yeah.
you should
Come on, Richard. One loud and thunderous cheer on 3. Go Team Orange. 1, 2, 3. Go Team Orange! Thank you all.